It's but we can go through this here in just a moment about how do we get better at this. Cause all right, happy Thursday, everybody. Hopefully everybody gets on here, likes, comments, and shares the stream. I really, really, really would appreciate it if you did that for me. It would mean a lot. I'm going to go ahead and and I'm going to share the stream over to my other page. Morning grind. As I do this, I'm going to go around the room, and I'm going to force some of the people in this room. Good morning, Elijah. To think positive for just 60 seconds. What are you thankful for today, Ali?
I'm thankful that Cam is at his first day of surgical tech school. He is starting school today, so I'm excited.
Good for Cam. Good for Cam. Eli!
I'm thankful my family's coming back today. Hopefully
Where they been, pal?
Holiday world. Hopefully they get a safe trip back.
They had some fun.
Oh, it looks like they had some fun.
I'm thankful last night we probably had 15 neighbors together yesterday.
Dang.
We had a delightful time. Delightful. It was a good evening. So had a lot of fun doing that. Moving right along with it's good to get around people. It's very good to get around people. Hey, think about this. Who are the 5 people that you're around the most? And let's talk about their emotional traits. Are they positive? Are they negative? And we'll talk about it after the show. Okay. I'm going to do how do home buyers really think? And then we're going to do the show tomorrow, how do home sellers really think? If you had to answer, how do homeowners or home buyers really think? When they're going through the process, they're looking online, they're on Zillow, they're on Realtor, they're getting listings sent to them by another agent.
Yes.
Okay, so the first time they talk to an agent, how do they feel?
Guarded.
They do feel guarded.
Mm-hmm.
And why are they so guarded?
It's a stranger. They don't know you.
All right.
Probably.
So tell me more about that.
Well, I'm sure they know that buying a home means you got to give up some confidential information.
Mm-hmm.
And some people might be embarrassed about that confidential information.
Like, give me some
Maybe it's their
examples.
finances. Maybe they have bad credit or a lot of debt, and they don't want you to know, but they still really want to buy a house, and they want you to think they can.
What do you think they think, Eli?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good. They also, I think they, want to get the most bang for their buck as well.
The most bang for their buck. Okay. So why is it so hard for them to do what's in their best interest?
Because they feel like that it might be us telling them it's in their best interest, but in their heads, they're thinking we're trying to set them up for failure.
There you go. So what is more important, what agents are telling people or how buyers really feel, how they think?
How they feel.
How do agents tend to try to sell people, close people, persuade people?
They just tell them what sounds good and think that they're going to feel the same way.
Do they usually try to make things sound better than what they are?
Yeah.
So home buyers, what they really think is what they believe. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have conversation, ask questions, if you don't become very curious about how they really think about everything, whenever they're going to buy a house, what all has to properly align?
Quite a bit.
What?
Their credit has to be good. They gotta
Okay,
have
that's definite. You're definite.
They have to be able to move out of where they're currently living and move in at the same time if that's their goal.
But they've got to find something that they need to buy. They got a problem. They're looking, and they really need to like it.
They got to be able to afford it.
There we go. So whenever a buyer is thinking about buying something, like I was with this guy the other day, and I'm like, hey, man, how's your money? And he said it's really, really good.
What's really good mean to him?
Okay, but I kept digging. My next question was this. Well, how do you think it's going to be in the future? And he's like, man, my money's never going to be a problem. I'm never going to have to worry about that. Well, maybe he will, maybe he won't, but he believes he's never going to have to worry about the money. The money's always going to be just fine. So that was not a problem. I think the biggest fear, and you've got to communicate and ask people this, the biggest fear buyers are going to have usually is they're making a mistake. I'm buying something I can't afford. I'm buying something and I'm overpaying for it. I'm buying something and the market's going to come down. I'm buying something and something better is going to come out there. I feel like agents need to do a much better job of knowing exactly how their client feels. Hey, how do you feel about this? Don't be afraid to ask this question. What do you not like about this? Because people are going to move to what they want to do.
I think people are scared to ask what they don't like because they think they're going to kill the deal.
Salespeople's brains are usually so wired to tell you why you should do something. Even if you want to do something, I want to know, hey man, or hey lady, why would you not want to do this? What makes you uncomfortable here? What do you not like about this? This is a great question or a great scenario to put people in because it may help them feel even better about doing it. You know what? There is not one thing I don't like about doing that. Good, let's move forward. But home buyers really, really, really have this feeling, Eli, that they're going to get taken advantage of. Not necessarily by you, but by the situation. Or something better is going to come along. So whenever you're talking to people, you really need to move slow with their emotions, their feelings, and finding out, what do you think about this? How's this making you feel? Because the most important thing is how they think, how they believe. Now, if the wall comes down, we can talk about things and I can give them information or understanding to where now they think and they believe a little different. Because everybody has information. And who do clients trust more? You or somebody in their ear that's telling them things?
Somebody in their ear telling them things.
Most people have information that's wrong. They've been told by somebody, so they're coming into a transaction, they're coming into this process, and the way they think, it's wrong. Here's a stat that I've read before. About 80% of what is true today in 5 years is going to be wrong. Von Grafton, shut us down.